Hey guys, welcome to Vedo 11. This is 11 in sign language. I'm not even kidding. This is 11. This is 12. This is 13. This is 14. And this is 15. Yeah, it took sign language. Whatever. Okay, so today I didn't have to get up until like 10 or 11 o'clock because I don't have a class until the afternoon, right? So I felt kind of lazy this morning. So I woke up and I was like moving really slow. I was just taking my time. That's why I like put on makeup today because I just had like extra time today. So I was just like, I'm gonna put makeup on. So I got on the bus, everything was going well with the time and everything. When I got to the red line, like the train had already left, so I had to wait an extra 10 minutes and I was like, "Grr." Then like 10 minutes passed and then the next train that was coming was like late and I was like, oh god, it's gonna be one of those days where I'm rushing again. The bus came like 5 minutes late. I was kind of like at the end of the platform, so when the train came, I was gonna go like in the last car. When the train goes by, you see how many people are in the cars and stuff, so you could like kind of judge like if it's gonna be crowded or whatever. And all the other like cars were really stuffed and there was like a lot of people standing and I was like, ugh. And then when I got to the last car, it was like empty and I was like, well, that's weird. The train came to a stop. I went to the last car. The doors didn't open, and everyone around me was like waiting for the door to open, and it didn't open. And we were like, "Oh my god, it's not working!" So we had to walk all the way up to the front of the train. Really, really packed. So I had to like walk. Like I literally had to walk all the way to the front of the train. And I felt bad because I was like, oh, well, not just me, but like a lot of people were like taking up time and stuff. It was like that the whole rest of the way there too. Like each time we would stop, people would be like confused and they'd like come in last minute. And I was just like, oh, this is just making the whole process longer. But anyway, so that like took a lot of time. And so when I got to school, I was like 15 minutes late. I know that sounds like weird that it would take that long, but it really does. Like it took forever. But I don't care because freaking today's class was boring as heck. Seriously, I was falling asleep with my eyes open. It was so bad. Like usually when you sign up for a class, it'll tell you like what class it's in and who's teaching it. But when I signed up for this class, it was like not yet established or whatever, to be announced and stuff like that. But I didn't care because I really needed the class. So I just took it. And now I'm just like, no wonder they didn't know. Like, they probably chose like the last person on earth to do this class. And that's why I hate the teacher. The teacher sucks, like, seriously. Honestly, the book sounds a lot more interesting than she does. The way she does her lectures is she takes it from the book, obviously, and she has like a PowerPoint slide, but it's just like words and stuff. She'll like try to explain it, but I don't know if you guys have tried like teaching someone something and it like seems so easy for you, right? But for the other person, it's like really hard for them to understand, obviously. So when you try to explain, it's like you can't explain it because it's just so easy for you. So I think that's what her problem was, because she usually teaches like 400 classes, which are like for seniors and juniors, and they're higher level like classes. So I guess teaching the intro class is like really hard for her because she kind of expects everyone to know what she's thinking or something. It's really dumb. And then so when she asks for like an opinion from the class, she's like, oh, what do you guys think this is? Or something like that. Like, we'll all be confused, like, we don't know. Like, that's why we're in the class. We don't know what this term means. If someone says, like, an answer that's kind of right, but it's not a correct answer, but at least, like, the person tried to answer the question. But then she'll be like, yeah, but no. She just always expects the answer to sound like what she's thinking. She only looks for an answer that makes sense to her because it's like not the answer she was looking for. Usually, when a professor asks a question and then someone answers, but it's not the right answer, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's a good answer, but that's not the one I'm looking for. But she'll just be like, no, that's not really it. Next. This is my opinion, but I think that just brings everyone's esteem level in the class go down, so they don't want to answer anymore because they're like, God, I don't want to answer if all my answers are just going to be wrong anyway. That's exactly what I did. I didn't talk in that class because I was just like, this is useless. I don't want to talk in this class. God. It's one of those teachers where it's like every time she asks a question to the class, like she'll be like, oh, what's this? And everyone's just like, crickets, crickets. And then she'll be like, what is it, you guys? Like, usually after a period of time, the teacher will be like, oh, well, it's blah, blah, blah. No, she will keep on going. She'll be like, so what is it, you guys? What is it? What is it? And she'll just, like, keep asking or, like, searching for the correct answer after everyone has tried already. And it's just like, God. Honestly, I just don't like that class. I felt like I wasted so much time this afternoon just being in that class. I would just rather read the book than listen to her because so annoying. Oh, and another thing I like super duper hate is when I'm gonna draw you a picture. Oh, and I draw really bad, so. Like I said, I draw really bad, so don't even judge. This is like the basic outline of the class I've got. Okay, this is where you'll enter, and then there's the chalkboard here, and then this is the pull down projector screen thingy. And her desk is right here, and that's a computer, and she basically lectures in this area. And today since I was kind of late, I usually sit like over here next to the door, like honestly, like right there. But no, everyone else took this area, so I had to sit like right here. It was so awkward. But I sat right here today, okay? What sucks is this class is kind of big, okay? And she'll be lecturing, and she'll be like pointing at the board and being like la 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 la. And then if she's gonna like write something down, she'll write it in this area, like right here. Like it doesn't even make sense. And like it's kind of stupid because she has all like I'm not even exaggerating. She has all this room here. Okay? All this room. And she decides to like start here and then she continues writing whatever she's writing behind the screen, the pull down screen thing. I'm not even like exaggerating. She continues writing under there. And it's like, well, first of all, you don't have to write under there, okay? Second of all, you could have started all the way over here. And like that pisses me off. And I'm sitting here, okay? I'm sitting here and I still can't like read the rest of the words she's doing. Imagine the people over here. I mean, they could barely like even see like anyway, that just was like dumb. And this is the worst part. Usually when I'm in that class, I'll just record the lecture and then I'll just like do a little bit of internet surfing and I'll just like surf the web and just do everything else except for the class. I know this sounds totally bad and everything, but I don't even care. When I turned on my computer, guess what wasn't working? The internet. No matter how many times I tried, just like the network was not working and I was about to cry. I wanted to get out of that class so badly, like so incredibly bad. It was horrible. Just horrible. I actually had to like listen and just